I'm Dave Abrams.
And I'm Kristin Lagana. Welcome to Arundel County Week in Review. In this episode, we'll update you on everything happening with Maryland Concert Series, plus we'll tell you all about the kitties available for adoption. But first, making headlines this week. You don't have to belong to a fancy marina to get on the water anymore in Shadyside. Yesterday, County Executive Steve Shue officially cut the ribbon on a new public boat ramp at Discovery Village. It's part of his plan to expand public access to the waterways.
We want everyone who loves the water to be able to enjoy it. We also want those who've never had the opportunity to boat, swim, canoe, or kayak on the waterways to have that opportunity. And we are succeeding. In just the last 4 years, we've opened up 8 new canoe and kayak launches throughout the county. Yeah, it's a good thing. We've opened swimming beaches for the first time in decades. Families are loving these beaches. And most impressively, we've opened or begun development of 3 new trailered boat ramps, public trailered boat ramps, as part of our long-term effort to open a trailered boat ramp on the north and south shore of every major river in Arundel County so that everyone has access to the water.
This is the second boat ramp completed in the last 4 years, with the fabulous Fort Smallwood Park opening in 2015. We have also added 6 canoe and kayak launch sites in recent years. No better place to put it than Shadyside, Dave.
That's the place, and Solly Cove is coming up soon. We'll have that one as well up in North County. So, do you like to get out on the water?
I do. I think we might have talked on.
You said you have friends with a boat.
I have a friends with boat
That's
now,
good.
and I'm obsessed now. I always am asking, well, what are we going on the boat this weekend? Are we going? And I don't think it's something I want to maintain, but it's good to have a friend that does it.
So we're into kayaks now.
Yes.
Kat and I, shout out.
Part of your Fit
Kat.
30.
Yeah,
30-day fitness.
Yeah, we're trying to look good for the wedding,
Yeah.
so that's part of our exercise regimen.
Yeah.
But we really like it. It's really fun. But the funny thing is, we're like the honeymooners or whatever. Like when we show up and we just put the kayaks in the back of the truck with them like sticking out the back. Like we have no etiquette of kayaking. Like
Is there an etiquette?
Yeah, you're supposed to have your special rack on the top of the car.
Oh,
you know?
You're going to be like the people in those Subaru commercials, aren't you?
Yeah, we just throw them in there and like try and shove the door closed and get them in there.
Well, you had to figure out if you liked it before you invest in all the little things.
People look and judge us.
No.
Yeah, they do.
They know they started out that
There's
same
a lot
way.
of etiquette in Annapolis. There's a lot of like social order and rules.
There's a snobby kayak situation
I did
going
not
on.
say snobby. You said snobby.
I said snobby.
I said rules.
I said
there
snobby.
are social rules in Annapolis. A little different than Pasadena.
Oh.
Well, now you say you're not into the kayaking thing today.
Right.
And you would rather ride your bike.
I love riding my bike.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it just got easier to do that too, as the city of Annapolis and the county teamed up to start a new bike share program. Now we have 8 docking stations throughout Annapolis where you can pick up and drop off a bike. The locations, of course, include Heritage Office Complex in Riva, where Kristin works, and the Market House down at beautiful City Dock.
Wow.
It's kind of a next step for the efforts we're making to build out a complete, interconnected, and safe network of bike trails and bike programs throughout all of Anne Arundel County, including the city. Another step forward.
For more information, you can go to aacounty.org and click on the spotlight that has the little bike icon going on.
So exciting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've done this in other cities, and it's a lot of fun. I think John Corrin will take issue with me on this.
Okay.
Shout out to John Corrin.
Shout out our buddy John.
The man who makes trails and bikes happen.
That's right.
I think it's more of a tourist thing. Because like when I went to visit Boston, I did the riding the bikes, and it was so cool. It was the best way. It's so easy, and like get around the city, get some exercise, be outside, and you know when you're done with the bike, you just put it down, you go do what you want to do, and then you go pick up another bike somewhere else. Maybe it'll turn out to be something people use to get around the city. The thing about Annapolis is it's so much smaller than a city like Boston that maybe everybody who lives downtown will just use the bikes.
Which would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Not to mention all the numerous environmental benefits from getting more cars off the street, less air pollution.
Did John Corrin pay you to say that?
No, he didn't.
And I think it costs $1. It costs $1 to do 30 minutes on the bike. So
yeah, I think I read that.
It costs like next to
Yeah,
nothing.
I think it's $1 an hour, and something if it's your first trip, there's a discount rate.
Yeah,
But
I would much rather ride a bike up Main Street than walk It's faster.
It works your legs out, that's for sure, going up that hill.
I'll work my legs out.
Yeah, part of your challenge. You guys can go ride the bike.
That's right.
Yeah.
We will. We haven't gotten to the bike portion. We can even do that.
Yeah.
We can do the bikes.
Natural progression. Well, it's been really hot this week, and what's better when it's nearly 100 degrees than swinging the old sledgehammer? Public Works Director Chris Phipps did just that with a few of his friends in Glen Burnie this week as they started a major project to replace a concrete gully near Furnace Creek with a beautiful new waterway system.
This $5.3 million project will change that. We'll convert a nearly 20-foot wide cement channel that's been carrying stormwater downstream since 1963 into a nearly 5-acre broad wetland stream complex. These improvements will help protect the Patapsco watershed, one of the most challenged in the entire Chesapeake Bay watershed. I can't wait to see the natural stream valley that will replace this concrete nightmare.
Of course, our most loyal viewers know how this works. We take away the ugly concrete channel that shoots pollutants from the road like oil, trash, and other yucky stuff right into the creek and replace it with a natural filter that looks super nice and will look like a new neighborhood park. Can't wait to see this one when it's finished.
It's going to be cool.
Shout out Eric. He's been on the show talking
shout
about
out
this.
to you, Matt
Chris
Deal, Double B, Rob
That's right.
Fish.
Double B, Rob
all
Fish.
Our peeps out
all
there.
The peeps.
Have you been to this spot?
I have seen the pictures. I haven't been to this spot.
Okay, so this is in Glen Burnie.
Yes.
And I learned. I'm originally from Rockville. I will admit on the show. I don't admit it very often, but I'm originally from Rockville. I'm not from here.
We don't judge.
But a lot of people growing up in Glen Burnie know this spot very well because it's your old. It's like every old skateboarding movie you saw with the
Found some cement.
the gully, and there's some graffiti on it and stuff. And Councilman Grasso was saying they used to ride their dirt bikes and race and stuff. And some of the police officers we know said it's a common that when crooks are trying to get away from the police, they run down that thing because it's off the street, And so some people will be disappointed, but and some of the residents online were very concerned about this. Oh, is this going to mean standing water? Where are we going to get flooding in our neighborhood? Is this going to be an eyesore? And I'm like,
no, it's going to be way better.
People, you don't even know what you're about to get.
Way better.
It's going to be like a park.
It makes me laugh because I don't know if you're familiar, but in the 90s, there was a movie. I used to love it. Lo and behold, I became a recycling program specialist. It was called Fern Gully, and it was about these little fairies that want to protect their forest. I thought you were going to say Toxic Avenger. No. And they want to protect their forest, and someone was trying to come in and cut all the trees down. But to hear this now referred to as a gully, and it's in Ferndale, I'm like, oh, it's Fern Gully. And it's the same message.
Oh my gosh, I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
Well, It is going to be, I promise the residents of this neighborhood,
it's going to be beautiful.
You are going to love this.
Anything that the Watershed Protection Restoration Program has turned out has been magic.
And watch archived episodes of the show. You'll see all the examples we've talked about. They're
if you
really
love
cool.
reality TV and you love a good makeover show like I do, just check their Facebook page.
Reality TV. Okay, it's just like that.
It's just like that. So.
No, but it's hard to explain it to people without showing them. But
no, but you can look up other projects where it's happened.
It's good stuff.
It'll be great.
It's going to be great, they said. We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll talk to Kathi Hiett about the Maryland Concert Series. Take a look at our community calendar for events happening around town, and we'll be right back.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do it like that, Uncle Drew!
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that.
You just did the same.
Gotta get the boys. Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Well, welcome back. Joining us in the studio, we're delighted to have one of our favorites, Miss Kathi Hiett from Maryland Concert Series. Kathi, welcome back.
How are you?
I'm so excited to
Our
have you.
returning champion.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
so good to be back.
You know, we always like to bring special guests for a special occasion. So real quick shout out before we get into the nitty gritty of it. Happy birthday, Chuck! Woo!
You're the man.
And many more.
If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be
That's
here.
right.
This
You wouldn't
all
see
would
us.
not happen
You
without
wouldn't hear
Chuck.
us.
Chuck Duncan, happy
You
birthday.
wouldn't have all this magic. So, Kathi, we just had Arts in the Park. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, that is Chesapeake Arts Center.
Yes.
And Belinda Fraley-Huseman is in charge of that. Steve Shue was there, as along with several.
everywhere.
I know he is.
Yeah.
He'll
He
be
gets
at a
around.
fundraiser tonight, too. I'll see him. But it was a very nice event, and I think it's grown, and they dedicated a new sculpture there, too. So it was a very, very nice affair. Yeah.
They did a great
awesome.
job putting that on this year.
They did.
It was very high-end, sophisticated production value.
That's because we were there.
There you go.
See? And folks might
She's
remember,
modest.
or they might not have seen from last time we had you in here, but tell us about Maryland Concert Series, especially the auditorium, because this blows my mind.
Yeah. Last year, or 2 years ago, we have our concerts at North County High School, and they renovated the auditorium seats and flooring last year. The year before, they put in new lighting.
It's like the state of the art,
It is. It's
right
very,
at a
very
local
nice.
high school.
Yep.
Amazing.
Holds 850 some odd people.
Yes, and tell me about Maryland Concert Series.
Yep, well, this is our 37th year, and it's been interesting, shall we say the least. It's been a lot of fun, especially since we've been able to upgrade and bring more sophisticated entertainment to the folks of Arundel County and the surrounding areas. So it's been fun, along with that, bringing Adrian Cantern and the Bad Boys.
Yes.
But they broke our record last year because we presented the world premiere of Romeo and Juliet. And it was over the top, over the top.
Yeah, we saw the
we
video
had
footage
some
of
of
it.
it,
It looked
yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. And had the school not had that camera that projects everything out front, we would have been lost because everything had to be synced with the music and the staging. So it was a very interesting process to go through.
cool.
And we'll be back this year, but they're just going to do all of their high-level, wonderful dancing and bring in some guest artists from New York.
Love it.
Yeah.
So when is that happening?
That happens September 8th and 9th.
Okay.
We have a show at 7:30 on Saturday, September 8th, and Sunday, September 9th at 2 o'clock.
And for those who don't know, it's like ballet.
This is high-energy dance. It's not
Not
ballet as you know it, no.
It's not your daddy's.
No.
And they're called Bad Boys.
Yeah, they are bad boys.
I mean, the name kind of tells you this is not Swan Lake.
No,
No.
not really, no.
Okay.
You won't be disappointed, let's put it that way.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Well, and also in October, you have the new Monopoly
Yep.
band. Tell us about them.
They're a local group. They
I like the name.
Yeah, they're really good. Doug Lewis heads that. He's a friend of mine, and I had never heard them play. And he told me that they do everything from like the 40s on up. And I went on their song list online. God, there's hundreds and hundreds of
That's a
songs.
lot to cover.
It is. It is. But when I saw that they did Michael Jackson's Thriller, I was sold. That
Your
was it.
favorite? Your Michael Jackson
I'll be in the
gal?
aisle doing Thriller.
That's good. Do like this.
And since it's October, are they going to dress up and everything?
I don't know. That's the first part of October. I
Kristin,
didn't
don't
think
give it
about that.
away.
Well, you know me, I love Halloween. Anything.
Yeah, anything Halloween.
All about fall and Halloween.
Yeah,
So.
as shown by the haircut.
I know, right? Yeah, you know.
Talking about pumpkin spice already.
Pumpkin spice.
yeah.
I know, I keep
Can we
waking
just
up.
enjoy the summer before it's over?
See, last week was perfect. You woke up and
It
there
was
was
so
low
wonderful.
humidity, and I was like, flannel's coming. And now I'm like, nope, we're back. We're back.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
It's too hot.
What else have you had going on this summer? Anything else that you've been working on with Maryland Concert Series?
Just
or?
what the whole season we've been doing. We've been going to the different fairs and the different art things.
That's awesome. You travel around to those too.
Yeah. Just to get our name out there. We'll be going to the Annie Awards in October. Hopefully, we'll get a grant from the Arts Council.
Nice. Are you guys going to be at the Arundel Fair?
I'm not sure. I'll have to check
Okay.
that out and find out.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. Not sure.
So, besides the Monopoly Band and the Bad Boys, of course, any other favorites that are coming up?
Yes, we have one of my favorites, which is the U.S. Army Field Band and Soldiers Chorus
Awesome.
in January, and that's free and open to the public.
And what a perfect time of year when nothing else is going on than to head down and see these guys.
Yep.
So if folks want to get a complete schedule, find out more about the organization, where's the best place to look up info?
They can go to our website mdconcertseries.org.
Easy enough.
And the
there
whole
it
thing
is.
is there. Yep, yep.
And people go check out North County High School's
Yeah.
auditorium.
Go
Amazing.
support.
Yeah.
How many
That's amazing.
How many people? Like 800?
850 or so, yeah.
Very
yeah.
nice.
That's
big.
incredible.
Yeah.
I don't want to say goodbye. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, not unless you got something. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I was trying to think about that.
We got
well,
nothing
you
else to
skipped
do.
right over from October to January. Any
Okay,
holiday
December
stuff?
we have a big Christmas show with the orchestra called Shades of Blue.
I like
another orchestra, another local group, and they promised me. I said I want everything Christmas in that thing.
Perfect.
So we're going to do a lot of Christmas music, and they're going to do a couple special effects in the background. Things
So it'll
like
be
that.
like a big band / showing you,
Yeah.
oh, maybe like Christmas movies or
Nah,
something.
I don't know what they're going
And
to
then
do.
like Santa and explosion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
perfect.
We can do that.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah,
We
sure.
got the camera in the back. Why not?
There
yeah,
we go.
Why not?
We got Chuck.
Yeah, we got Chuck.
That's all you need. Well, Kathy, thank you so much for coming by this week. And as always, we always welcome you back as soon
Thank
as
you.
you can.
I'll be back next week.
Perfect. We'll be right back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back. You might not know that when kitties get busy in the summertime, animal care and control is brimming with babies. Pat Daly has more. Pat?
Thanks, guys. We're here at Animal Care and Control in Millersville with Robin Catlett, the administrator, to talk about the Adopt a Pet program. Robin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Give us a synopsis on what the process entails to adopt one of these felines or any other pet that you guys have here.
So we get in thousands of homeless pets each year. Thankfully, we're able to reunite a lot of them, but many of them are still looking for forever homes. So we have an adoption program. Cats and kittens are available for just $14 to the residents of Arundel County or other residents. For residents of our county, that would include their first-year license. And for dogs, just $17, and that includes their first-year license. For both animals, both species, that includes rabies, microchip, and spay or neuter as well. So we have lots of animals that are adoptable, and we're going to feature a couple of our available kittens just to show folks some of the animals that we get here, as well as an older senior that's currently free in an effort to boost adoptions.
Okay. How many pets on average, maybe a month or a week, do you have adopted?
It really, really depends on what we have going on. On some days, we can have over 20 animals adopted. On some days, it could be as few as 1 or 2. It just depends on the day. A lot of times, it also depends on what we have available. If people are coming in, they're going to adopt what it is that interests them and what they're looking for. So even though we might have lots of animals, if it's not exactly what someone's looking for, it may take a little bit of extra time for that animal to find a home.
Great. So is there an application process? How can people learn more? Do you have a website?
We absolutely do. You can go to our website, www.aacounty.org/animal control. We are Animal Care and Control now, but the web address has not been adjusted at this point. And you can go on there to find out information about the process. You'll need a driver's license so we can verify you are who you say you are. If you own your home, we'll need to verify home ownership. If you rent your home, we'll need to verify with your landlord that you're allowed to have pets at the property. If you have current pets, dogs or cats, we'll need to verify that they're rabies vaccinated in accordance with county and state laws. We'll need to verify that they're licensed in accordance with county laws. And then we work on finding the appropriate match for both the pet and the family.
So that was another question I had. When you find a homeless animal, what's the process before you put them out for the general public?
So we don't have big back areas here. We do have some back areas, but pretty well if they seem like a friendly animal, they'll come out into the galleries where people will be able to see them and view them. But while they're here, we hold them for at least 5 business days if they're a stray to ensure that no one's looking for the animal. That gives them an opportunity to come to the shelter and say, hey, that's my cat, that's my dog, here's my proof, and I'd like to get it back, and we would work with them. In the meantime, we can line up an adoptive home for the animal so that when its hold time is up, it can go home as quickly as possible.
Great. What other pets besides cats do you guys offer?
So it really depends on what comes into the shelter. We have no control over what comes in. We get, you name it, we get it, whether it's a legal pet or not. So we've had some odd things, and those that you can't legally own in Maryland, we wouldn't be able to adopt out, but we do work with zoos and rescue organizations for placement of those animals. But we get birds, guinea pigs, rabbits, hamsters, gerbils, mice, rats, goats, chickens, pigs, basically you name it. If you can own it legally in Anne Arundel County at some time or another, we'll have it here looking for a home.
All right, well, great. That sounds really great. But I got to tell you, Dave, if you adopt a goat for Pat Daly, I think we're going to have problems. But thanks, Robin. Thanks for joining us today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Pat. You like cats, Dave?
I do like the kitties.
You do?
I don't have any kitties right now, but I've had kitties in the past, and they're excellent pets. You do not have to walk them.
See, I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
Allergic, number 1.
Kristen, we're trying to sell kittens
Number
here.
2, I'm a dog person. But if
They have
you...
dogs. Did I mention
do
they have
have
dogs at animal control too?
But, there's a but. If you like cats, you should get on down.
There you
Get
go.
on down
Thank you for
to Kitty Town.
the recovery there.
You got it.
Come on down
I'm not
to
going to
Kitty
lie
Town.
to the people, Dave.
No, do not
I'm
lie
not
to
gonna
the people,
lie.
because they will know, and they will come, and they will find you.
I know, exactly. So what else are you,
You
guys
never
doing?
had cat? Oh, you're allergic.
Yeah, I'm allergic. That's
Okay.
why I can't be around them. So you're talking about the 30-day fitness, and I'm just curious to check in right now because I know where I was about, a month before my wedding and was ready to cut each other's heads off. How are you guys doing? What kind of prep are you doing right now?
We are on day 23.
Day 23.
And we have not messed it up.
Good.
Before this, we would enable each other not to go, because basically it'd be like, oh, what time are you going? What time are you going? The day gets out, the next thing you know, it's 9 o'clock and one person says, oh, I guess we can't go yet. And but now it's the opposite. We're making sure that each other, that
hold
we
each other
keep each
accountable.
other, but we don't do it in a negative way.
Okay,
We
good.
Try and support, but it's hard.
Yeah.
I have never in my life worked out back-to-back days.
Yeah.
A lot of people do this. They work out every day.
Yes, I do, except for Sundays.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy train.
Crazy.
But it's good. Of course, it feels good. We feel healthy, and I think we're going to make it to day 30.
Awesome.
And then, of course,
And
after
you'll
day
feel
30,
great.
we have to keep going.
And you are gonna feel your best on your best day.
I want to do the bikes.
Yeah, do the
We got to do bikes. I mean, I've really learned that you've got to switch it up. You can't go to the gym and do the same routine.
No,
every
you got to
day.
switch it up.
You
And
gotta.
taking a class is really great. Taking a class, having that kind of environment and everyone around you instills a little competition, but definitely you get through the class.
Little spin class.
You don't want to be I've been doing spin with my sister. It is no joke. You talk about wanting to get on a bike,
see
go
the
do
people
that.
in there doing the spin,
It is
and I'm like,
insane. It is insane. So yeah, you can do that. And we're doing some sort of HIIT spin, the HIIT. Yeah, HIIT.
Hit.
HIIT.
Did you do the CrossFit?
I haven't done CrossFit yet. I have a girlfriend that does it though, and
So
Emily,
do I.
who's been on the show before, she
Emily does it. Yes.
Yeah, I kind of want to go do it with
I
Emily.
did it. Here's my CrossFit story. Shout out to Chrissy.
Yeah.
Web team. Chrissy,
what up?
Chrissy Boschert.
Woo.
Chrissy, I went with Chrissy one time.
Mm-hmm.
I injured myself in less than 1 minute.
Dave.
It was very embarrassing.
No, that's not why you go work out. You got to protect yourself.
That's why I don't like CrossFit. It's dangerous,
It
man.
is dangerous, yeah.
You had to do this thing where you kind of fully sit on the ground and then jump up and do like a
Like
clap.
burpees?
It's like a burpee type thing. But I was like, how are you supposed to get from a seated position to standing? Like, my body doesn't know how to do that.
No, and you shouldn't have tried it your first time. Like,
They
just go
told
on
me
slow-
to. I did what they told me. I know.
All right, well, I'm going to tell you to wrap up the show. That's what I'm going to tell you to do.
We'll do some burpees. We're gonna
Do some burpees.
Do some burpees after this.
Yeah.
Look it up, people. It's not what you think.
No.
That wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode and archived episodes online anytime on Facebook or YouTube by simply searching for Arundel TV. Please tune in again next week for more highlights and news from around the county, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.